Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. There is a video that is going viral. It is a video of Mercy Chebet, the Wasingishu student youth who was also a victim of the Finland Scholarship scam. You remember that lady who stood in front of the leaders, the Mr. Mandago and all the leaders, and confronted them with the truth. And she was asking them whether they know of any antidepressant after their monies that they had collected in a pool and gave to the leaders so that they could secure some scholarship. Ili kunywa maji. And she was telling them that most of their parents sold their livestock, their land, to secure for them a good education, a good future, hoping that they would come back and help them. Now this lady, the videos went viral, and the story and the case has gone on and on. You remember how, as a result of that leak, Mandago was chased ferociously by members of their community for eating, if I would call it, hustlers' money. Now this lady has come up again, and I wonder where this young lady gets the guts. And this time around, she is sending a chilling plea to the Chief Justice of Kenya, Martha Koome, and I want to give you that video in a moment. And she's saying that the cost of justice in Kenya is expensive. In fact, sometimes people pay with their blood. And she's telling Chief Justice that this case has dragged on and on. It has taken, 9 years or something, 9 months. And finally, it is in court. And she reckons that she's been in the biggest offices, the ESCC, the DCIs, and they are not helping. And Mercy she's like confronting Madam Hot Air, that we believe in you. It is like a lady's talk. We believe in you as a mother, as a person who understands the pain of the hustlers. You are the only hope. And she's saying that she believes and trusts that Madam Kome is going to help them. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Mercy Chebet Tarus. I come from Wasingishu County. I am one of the aggrieved parties in this case that is proceeding to court. And number one, I am glad that it has finally gotten to this point, considering the amount of time that it has taken for it to reach this point. This case was first taken to ESCC on March of this year, and it has been 9 months. And finally it has been born. So now we are expecting that the people that are involved in this scandal and in this conspiracy are going to be arrested, and the full arm of the law will take its course. Do I feel that we are going to get justice? Eventually. Unfortunately, most of us have seen how long it takes for such cases involving such prominent people, how much time it takes in court, and that is one of the things that discourages us. But we are hopeful that in this case, it is going to take a reasonable amount of time and justice is going to be served, because we have taken so long. We have tried to get the police involved. We have gone to ESCC, and finally it is here. So as much as it may take time for it to be served, I believe that justice is going to be served. My prayer as the case proceeds to court is that justice be our shield and defender. The way our forefathers said when they were making the national anthem, when they were coming up with the national anthem, is that they hoped that justice would be our shield and defender, that all of us, no matter who is aggrieved, is going to get justice for the victims, justice for their families, and it is not going to depend on how much money the oppressor has, but just on equality, and that the court will actually take time and look into this case and help the aggrieved people get the justice that they need and that they deserve. Too long, yeah, I feel like it took too long to recommend charges, because as I have said previously, we had first taken this case to EACC and involved them from March, but it has taken 9 months, and I don't know how long it is going to take for them to be arrested, but it is my prayer that the EACC, the DCI, all the parties involved to bring justice to the victims or the families are going to take as short time as possible, because it has taken so long, and as I had said again previously, we had lost hope in ever getting justice in this case, considering the people that are involved. I am glad. My general feeling is that I am glad that it has finally reached this point. I am expecting the best. I am hoping for the best, yeah? I'm hoping for the best. I would like to address the president of the judiciary, the CJ, Martha Koome. CJ, I know how much justice means to you, and how much you have invested your time in the judiciary. My one and only prayer is that even as this case proceeds to court, that you will oversee it and that you will ensure that we get the justice that we need and deserve. Because for far too long, the common mwananchi has been stepped on by the people that were supposed to protect him. The common mwananchi has been stolen from individually and even through public offices. In this case, the people that have stolen from Uasin Gishu County are the deputy governor, the governor, and the senator, and the other people that are involved in the conspiracy. My prayer, CJ, is that you will not let this go, and that it will not be as those other cases in the past. This one is very close to our hearts, and of course it involves real people with real problems and real faces like mine. And I hope that you will just I hope that you will see that we get the justice that we need. Yeah, okay, thank you.
The reason why this video is very significant now is because recently the Arror and Kimwarer Dam cases that had dragged for so many years were dropped, and all the accused were set free. I understand that we have a Kenyan justice that dictates that you are innocent until proved guilty. But in the words of the judge who was handling this case, she said that the victims or the accused were set free because of dereliction of duty from the office of the Director of Public Prosecution. And she was saying that this office is in cahoot with criminals, and the office is helping criminals to get scot-free because of shoddy investigations. And they also don't even arraign all the witnesses. And as a result of that, they thwart the cases before them. In other words, when you are in good books with the government of the day, or you eat and dine and sleep with the high and mighty, then the only thing that you do is to to see the office of the DPP, and then the investigations will be wanting, and for lack of evidence, the case shall be dropped. And because we operate under a law that has got limits, once your case has been thrown out, the best you can do is to go to the court of appeal. But even with the courts of appeal, they will still depend on the DPP, and as such, the cases will die. Mercy Cheruno says that she understands that she is fighting against the high and mighty, the governor, the senator, and the deputy governor. And she's even, when she was in that meeting, she even told them that she does not care even if she loses her life in the process. And when this case got, and I heard her saying that she's got hopes, I wonder whether she's going to get justice, because she is up in arms against influential people, people who have got money, people who are in authority. And that is why when I saw this video, I felt for her. They cannot kill her now because she had mentioned that she does not care. And I know she cannot die. That I can take to the bank. But then, getting justice is something that is very precarious. There is a thin line. And I know this lady is very intelligent. The reason why she released that video is to tell the whole world that she does not have money, she is not influential, but she is up against the mighty man. It is like a battle between David and Goliath. And in this sense, Mercy seems to be the David here. And the people who are the defendants are the Goliath in town. This government has got penchant of protecting their friends and the people who are very influential. If you follow lawyer Ahmed Nasir, and very many people say that Nasir is corrupt and that's why he knows quite a lot about the judiciary. I don't know. But I follow him. He's one person who has been consistent about the corruption in our judiciary. And he has now come out, he's beginning to unearth and expose even the corruption in the national government. At some point, he really concentrated on the corruption in the judiciary. And he was trying to sugarcoat William Ruto. But right now he has gone full blast and he has knocked the doors of the executive arm of the government and that of parliament. What do you think, if I may ask you? Do you trust that there can be justice in our courts? Our courts have been pocketed by the executive. The DPP's office has been pocketed. The DCI, the EACC, Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, they can be used to settle political scores. If you're not reading from the same page with them politically, you're not reading from the same page with the government, then they will unleash the EACC, the DCI, the DPP against you. And you can take it to the bank that if you are on the other side of the political divide, then you will be jailed. Or they will be using those tactics to ensure ya kwamba umekunja mkia. You coil your tail and join their camp. I want to join and echo the words of Mercy. I know justice will be dispensed, but I don't know. Sometimes back I heard Patrick Lumumba saying that there is a thin difference between a court of law and a court of justice. A court of law will simply look at things, look at the laws here and there, and will judge, rule with the very flimsy excuses. But a court of justice will ensure that by the end of the ruling, there is justice that is dispensed. For Mercy, I'm praying that the case does not just end up in a court of law, but in a court of justice. And I believe that now that she, you know, directed her pleas and beseeched the Chief Justice for help, I believe the Chief Justice will help, but I still have my doubts. What do you think about Mercy's sentiments? Having known how our judiciary behaves, do you think she stands a chance even after that statement? Your guess is as good as mine.